traveling to California in 2 days from now, and I've decided to pack my travel backpack, full of a bunch of essentials, especially tech items. A lot of tech things that I usually use, on the road, or I like to bring around with me, or things that I use on for my day-to-day activities. This right here is the Peak Design Everyday 30-liter backpack. So it's the version 2 edition, matte black, because honestly, I love matte black. And this bag is honestly amazing in so many different ways, but I've only had it for about 2 months now, and in that time I've been loving it. So I use it as an everyday backpack as well as, my travel backpack. So this is actually the first time I'm going to be using this backpack, or bringing this backpack on a trip with me. Now I've been able to fit everything that I need in strategic positions. We're gonna go through everything inside this backpack, which is, generally my travel essentials, things that I like to bring with me and, have good, quick access to whenever I'm on a trip. I'm gonna start from the side right here. So I'm gonna open up this up. So the zippers are actually pretty cool on this backpack. You might not really care about zippers, but honestly, that kind of stuff is extremely important to me. But I've got right here my Sony charger. So this is how I charge the battery on my Sony a7S III, which is my camera, my main camera, which I'm gonna be bringing with me. It's what I'm shooting my video with right now, so I can't really show you guys the camera. The second thing I've got here is an actual battery, for the camera. And those are the only two things I've got in this pouch here. So in the pouch below that, I've got my white balance card, color checker, passport. So I like to organize my travel backpack in such a way where I can have easy access, to all of my photo and video gear. So that's why I've got, camera gear on this side of the bag. One thing I like about this backpack is that it's, pro camera. So if you use photography gear a lot, this backpack is gonna come in really handy. They've got these little flap jacks right here that you can take out and, or you can reposition, so you can move them from the bottom, put them all the way at the top, or put, kind of section them depending on how you want to have your bag, the way you want to store whatever you want to store in there. So I took out one of them because there's 3 of them that usually come in here. At the bottom, we'll start with my camera. So I've got my camera and my mic, as well as a neck strap for the camera. This is a neck strap right here, so it's a Sony neck strap, and the camera is just a Canon EOS M6 Mark II. This is not what I'm bringing with me actually, but I'm using this Sony a7S III to shoot this video right now. Inside this pouch right here, I've got my wireless Go 2 mic, as well as my Rode lavalier mic, so that way I don't have to worry about, sticking this to my t-shirt or whatever. This is pretty cool. It's a wireless mic. It's sick. It does so many cool things, and it's what I'm using right now to shoot this video, as a matter of fact. Really sick for, flexibility, vlogging work, and stuff like that. So it comes in a pouch. I store them in there. So on the opposite side of the bag, there's another one, an identical spacing or opening that you can store similar items. It's just another way to access the main compartment within the bag. So you'll notice that inside here, I've got nothing. So what I intend to put here is, for example, dead batteries, because these bags are color coded. So you see that there's a black stitching right here. There's a gray one on the opposite side. So that way it helps you kind of color code and know where you store things. So I'm gonna store my dead batteries on this side and have the charged ones on the other side. So underneath the bag, I've got the Peak Design everyday tripod, literally strapped onto the bottom of the bag. So this is really cool right here. Another reason why I love this backpack, it's got so many straps and so many ways you can attach things to it, so many ways you can, bring things along with you. This tripod is extremely compact and probably the best that I've used in terms of versatility and, and all the things that it could do. So you can bring this on a trip and you can use it with your phone, you can use it with your camera. This thing gets tall, like think your conventional tripods, your Manfrottos, but lighter and more versatile, It gets really low and it gets really high. Another essential that I need to bring with me when I, go on any trip, because I'm always shooting videos, taking photos all the time, and I need to have something like this. Even vlogging, you can handhold this. Is how I'm gonna, vlog when I'm on my trip here. All right, let's take a look at what's inside the side pockets. So on this side, we've got my power adapter, so my universal power adapter. So it's kind of a power converter, whatever you want to call it. So this thing will allow me to use outlets in UK, outlets in the US. There's different kind of outlets all over the world. The other thing I've got in that pocket is my power bank. Got a lot of charge time in it. You can charge my phone for about 3 or 4 times. The full power, and I use an iPhone 13 Pro Max. Another cool thing about this is that you can place your phone on it and use key charging, so wireless charging. It's got a bunch of USB ports if you want to charge your phone. When I want to charge my Nintendo Switch, whatever I want to charge, I can use these ports right here. Charges with USB-C and USB. So the second pocket, What I've got here for easy access as well, my iPhone 13 Pro Max. For me, the iPhone 13 Pro Max, and easy access to it, very important to me, so I stick it in this pocket right here. All right, on the back side of the backpack, what you'll notice is these two handles, they're magnetic. So the straps are magnetic and they stick to this part, the base. So the base is also magnetic and they just stick right there. It's not that important. It's not that, it's not a necessity to have this feature in a backpack, but I find that it's super cool to have it because honestly, when you want to tuck it away or you want to just kind of put it out the way, you don't want people to just easily be able to grab your backpack and, pull it towards them, then you can just kind of have it like this. This is a good way to, store it. Right here, I've got my Beats by Dre. It's attached via carabiner. As you can see right there, it's just attached to the shoulder handle or shoulder strap, whatever you want to call it. I'm not even going to try to take it off. I'm just going to show it to you guys right here. I think it's a Studio. Yeah, it's a Studio. It's a Beats by Dre Studio. And I've had this for quite a while. It works, so it gets the job done. I'm just gonna put this away now, but I have that close by for any time I need to use my headphones. All right, onto the top side of the bag. What you'll notice is they've got this mag latch style for opening up the top end. So what you gotta do is pull this to open it up. And there's 4 different magnetic latches that you can latch onto, but I like to use the 4th one for the aesthetic look. Because if you go for the top one, it is going to be like openings and space on this side. The first thing I've got inside of the bag is my flight pillow. So this is what I would bring with me to use on the flight, because you don't want your neck twisting all the way to the left or all the way to the right without one of these. So help protect your neck. It's really good. It's really good, honestly. I love these things on the flight. The next thing that Santa's got for us is my Nintendo Switch OLED. I can't be out, on a trip without some sort of entertainment, especially for those times when you're at an airport, for example, sitting down doing absolutely nothing for hours and hours. And this is an essential. This definitely has to always come with me wherever I'm going until, well, maybe I get a better console that's handheld. Right next is my Insta360 Go 2. If you guys know what this is, then you know that there's so much you can do with this. So the quality of the camera on this thing it's not that crazy. It's all right, but honestly, what you can do with it, because you can't always bring your phone, everywhere you're going, or bring a camera everywhere you're going. You can see how small this thing is, man. So this thing is extremely small, so you can bring it into tight little places, like tight spots that you can't bring your phone, or when you say you're eating, you're vlogging, you're doing a day in the life, or you're recording social media content, shorts, all of that stuff. It's so cool in what it can do. Honestly, it's got its downfalls. There's things that I wish were better about this camera, but this thing is super small, and that's the thing about it. That's the perk. That's what makes it unique, in my opinion. Not even a GoPro, honestly, can touch this thing in terms of how small it is. Also comes with a bunch of accessories that you can use for different things. Use it with your hat, use it in the car, so many different things, man. I'm gonna be doing a full day in the life video on my trip to California using this Instago 360. The last thing inside this massive pouch, or this big pouch right here, is this. So this contains my ND filter. So if you're a photographer or videographer, then you know what this is. If not, well, what it basically does is it acts as glasses for your camera. So when you're shooting outdoors and the sun is all crazy bright, then you need an ND filter. This is the Peter McKinnon variable ND filter. So I've got 2 of them. I've got the 2 to 5 stop and the 6 to 9 stop. I've also got a bunch of attachments that I use to attach these ND filters to the camera. There's more pouches in this bag, man, and it took me a while to find every single thing when I first looked in the bag. I am going on a trip, so passport is just extremely important. That's my Canadian passport. And one thing you guys need to know is that this is considered a 30-liter backpack, like the size, but when you use the 4th, when you go all the way to the 4th latch right here, it's really not 30 liters. It shrinks. You need to use it at the top latch right here to get that 30 liter out of it. One really cool thing about this Peak Design Everyday Backpack are the zippers. Honestly, these things are amazing, and they move so freely and so smoothly. I love them. But this is the final compartment right here. I honestly think it's a cool compartment because this is where you put, your laptop. Depending on the size of your laptop, you can adjust, the Velcros or the spacing within this pouch to fit either a 13-inch or a 15-inch. I got a 16-inch M1 Max MacBook Pro right here, but it still fits in there because you can let it go lower than 15 inches. That's the weird thing. So it doesn't say it there, but there you can let the Velcro go lower. Little flap for, tucking away your laptop, and it's closer to the back side. Right next to that pouch, there's another pouch where you can store a tablet. So if you had a tablet, you store it there. And right now I do not have a tablet, so you know, it's just empty. So after the tablet compartment, there's some more soft pouches. So these soft pouches are really nice, and they expand. So depending on what you put in there. I've got 2 over here, and in the first one, I've got my house keys that I use on a daily basis. Nothing crazy. Right next to it, in the second pouch, I've got my wallet. So this is, it's nothing crazy. It only holds cards and stuff. I've had this for God knows how long, maybe 7 years now, 8 years. If a wallet doesn't fill you, what's the point in getting rid of it? So that's why I got this still. There's just like this soft pouch, so it's expandable. You can store a bunch of things in that pouch, like cables and all of that stuff. So all my, power adapters, my MacBook charger, I got all of that stuff just dumped all in there. So that way I can easily reach them. And they're also kind of just tucked away and not obstructing anything else. And I find that that's super cool right there. So I got so much. I got all of my chargers. I'm not gonna go through all of that because that's boring stuff, man. Come on now. I also got my USB-C adapter or hub. So this is what I'll use with my MacBook when I want to use, external items like a USB drive, or when I want to connect my camera because I can't connect, I don't have a card reader I could use. So this is super cool in that way. So this right here is how I edit my videos. I use this in tandem with my MacBook Pro to do all of my work and, kind of store stuff. It's pretty self-explanatory what this does. So that's what that is. I'll tuck this back into the backpack, but that's basically everything that's inside my backpack. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video and enjoyed, seeing what's inside my travel backpack. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section and what else you guys like to bring, whenever you travel. I've also put links to everything I've talked about inside this backpack down in the description below. So go ahead and check it out if you're interested in anything. I'll see you guys in my next video. It's your boy Midas, and I'm out, y'all.